LOL cat. Are they a diva main? No, they do all kinds of things. Talking about Asmodan, huh? Garden of Terror. What do we got? We got False Truth, who is a May. Okay, that works. Darnock, who was the Garrosh in the last game. Okay, if I have to take on the assassin role, I could do a Tychus. Go, let's do a Tychus. It's about time. Yeah, a lot of tank mains, kind of surprising, and an Asmodan. Throw it on top. Little flavor. No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it is an intense game. People have been more argumentative recently in the game, and I think that just speaks to the winner on the NA server. You know, we've all been trapped inside for a while. Now we're really feeling squeezed during wintertime. It's always weird we have Christmas so early. I wish Christmas was like in February, so that we actually got into winter proper, where winter starts to suck, and then we have this glorious celebration of winter, rather than being like, it's winter, everybody, it's been here for like a week, hey! And then we just completely forget that everyone's cold and miserable, as though Christmas made it better. Yeah, and if a video game isn't bringing you happiness, you know, isn't sparking joy, throw it out, you know, for now. You can always come back later. That's it's, yeah, the winter solstice, right? You know, it's like the dead of winter, but the real suck of winter comes in like March, when you're over it, you're done with it, but it's still got so much time. How do I fight tilt? Lots of years of playing of MOBAs helps, because you've been through a lot of tilt. Taking some time to yourself, working out, going for a walk is a really good release, because you got this physical release, these heavy weights that get you going, so you can like release some of that pent up business, because that's what it is. Hey, someone you can't actually fight is on the other side of the internet telling you horrible things, and our human brains are very tribal, and they go, oh, someone hates me in my tribe, I have to defend. How am I ever going to survive if I'm shunned? I'll be out in the cold, I'll have no food and water and shelter. So we don't handle it very well, tilt, as humans, because our brains go, do something about this now, and you can't, because it's an internet conversation, and you can talk to your shower bottles in the shower all you want, but that's not going to change anything. Oh, cute, an Arthas for the Sammy. So, experience, and being emotionally open helps out a lot. I know, at least in America, there was a lot of pressure for kids not to cry growing up in my generation. And sometimes you just have to let stuff out in the form of tears. It's very helpful. Even though it was just an internet fight or something like that, like being able to have a release, whether that's getting some alone time to play other games you might enjoy, going for a walk, working out, like you gotta have something. Because I think we're all emotionally stinted a bit. Are you saying I cry because of HOTS? No, not, not exclusively. But sometimes there's a straw in the camel's back, right? Where you're like, you know what, I've been through a lot of crud lately. I was looking at you, Mr. Game, to free me of this crud, to give me a release. And all you did was make it worse. You know what? It's time for some tears. Sometimes that cascade happens. And it's perfectly healthy. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I've got a Varian. Oh, geez. I'm kind of dead if they get a hold of me with that Varian. So I think we're just going to do... I am all the range, though, for this team. How's our cleanup? Our cleanup is okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. You know what? I'm heading down bottom. Okay, looks like Arthur's heading down bottom. We don't win the pylon fight. But I guess we were down Asmodan. Yeah, and if a game gets boring to you, like, yeah, don't force yourself to play it. But that realize too, that's the mechanics of the game, of the shareholders and whatnot, that have made you feel as though you must continue playing. There are tricks in every game these days with loot boxes, and not so much loot boxes anymore, but, you know, dings. The sound when you lose is really bad, and the sound you win feels good. And those sort of things can get in your head, and you could play a game past the point you're actually happy playing it. Not particularly grand at this activity on Tychus, but it's like we'll get through it in a decent amount of time. Asmodan has to clear top. I think with Sammy illusions we can do either rhythm. There's no blinds outside of Cassie, and Cassie will probably be using them for... I'm still nervous about that. Cat, is there a Stormbolt? There it is. Good timing on this well. Oh wow, that Varian got healed up quite a bit. I'm nervous about someone else. I'm nervous about someone being there. A Cassia. There's a Nazebo. This is all space made for Asmodan, but shame to die. And that mid does need stopping. I can find WoW very tilting just because of the nature of being a healer, perhaps, knowing or having expectations about what I should be capable of, but my group has changed. I mean, you got Dark Souls and stuff like that, like games that are just straight up tilting. I don't know if it's fully safe for me to go around this way. There's a Sammy looking at me, chasing me. We'll just get some dingerinos here. So Asmodan did actually get quite a bit done. I'm gonna head down bottom here. Varian is in range to do something. I don't know where Sammy is at the moment. Cool. Sammy wasn't necessarily looking right at me during that. I'll save my well. So next one's gonna be top. Okay, let's Hearth. We'll hold on to our... I did not go with the armor. But the armor is for stuns and roots, not silences, which is what taunt is. I guess the Deckard roots could hurt, but I'll be transforming into Odin probably during those situations. Oh, that was a good heal. Yeah, me too. I actually saw an Arthas moving upward, and I'm like, oh, I've got a Jaina! But I feel very lonely in the damage department in this game. Ugh, that zombie wall was critical. Well, now we'll have the Odin. Sadly, we don't have another advantage somewhere else. Arthas is really living the heck out of these engagements. Oh, the zombie wall. Nice Emerald win, though, actually breaking the zombie wall. Okay, okay. Asmodean's gonna go elsewhere. That's okay, actually. Is Nazeebo gonna do Ravenous Spirit, I think is my concern. Alright, that's already done. I'll go with Arthas here to go check out this camp, which may be occupied. He did go Ravenous, so I'm the Ravenous Interrupt with my grenade. Which is a pretty important job. He did almost get top, so I certainly understand he's doing some quick matchery. And he mentioned in the draft there that he was very interested in this particular strategy. There's a Cassia mid. Because it was Garden. So he made his decision in hero pick based on that. Arthas is now stuck top. I can delay for a while. Uh-oh, Asmodean. Okay, looks like that was actually pretty lonely. So there goes... Kind of want to clear mid. I think I can kill Varian. Oh, nope, nope. Oh. Here comes Arthas. So that'll be a pretty big... They won't get rid of... There goes the armor. Nice. Nice. So that's what we needed. Spell armor, though. Who's doing the most damage? It's Cassia. Spell armor might actually help. It works both. In the yeah. Yeah, let's do Neo Steel. When do you take in the rhythm versus bigger they are? It's actually a trick in my book. Because bigger they are is better against heroes who have low health. Because you quickly get a bunch of low health heroes down to low and then they'll disengage. Whereas versus tanks, 30% health is actually quite a bit and they'll keep coming at you. So... I like to take it probably more in quick match, where you're fighting lots of Genjis and little things that you can scare off. Whereas the tanks I prefer in the rhythm, because once you get them low, you want to keep hammering them. You want to keep that ball rolling. Particularly when it comes to bruisers like Sonya. Again, it's a little backwards, and maybe just a name change would do a lot. Okay, Asmodean is just gonna D. We probably would have been better off just getting a camp there. Top does have quite a ways, though. We're actually pretty pushed out. Okay, I'm gonna head top. There goes Sammy. It looks like Sammy's heading top too, so I've got to be a little careful here. Oh, he actually went all the way bottom. So let's get 16. I'm gonna go help Muradin with his camp, because that'll take forever otherwise. And by help, I mean I will throw a grenade at it, and then keep moving. We are getting some decent prolonged attacks. So let's do sizzling. Oh wow, they are deep. And we still have 16 advantage. That they did. Can we get some stuff from them? There's a Nazebo mid. It's up to Arthas if we go towards that. Hey Danny, good to see you. Is Varian going to interact with this? He's probably going to go clear bottom. I think we've got time to get mid here. He might be Rhyme. I don't actually know. He might want to be saving those walls. Okay, let's see what the front line wants to do. They want to head out. Varian's actually bottom. We're 2 levels up, but this is good.
Ah, there it is. Gather the seed before your enemy does.
This is a ranked Tychus game. And actually, because we were so pushed out, thanks to Asmodan, he made a very good call for us just to D. Good polymorph. I'm gonna just dive right in. It's like Asmodan's doing it too. Alright, let's do some Neo still, just in case. For that Ravenous there. Understandable. I am a ranged assassin. Sammy got in the back and killed me. Though they don't have a way to recover building health, so I think we still come out on top. Plus this is ours to pressure. 3 for 1 sort of, but it was a long time ago. And there probably is a world where you can do bigger they are if you have the follow-up pressure for a tank, like Malthael, like Last Right's Malthael, right? Like, you get him low, then someone else does the rest of the business. Because of the lack of focus fire in solo queue, I often feel like I'll be, or I assume, maybe wrongfully at this league, that I'll be doing the business from 100 health to the end of it. That was a good polymorph there, thinking ahead. I really like Bob and Weave. I know Big Red Button is very much in style, and I think it is very good just for the duration alone, and sometimes a Big Red Button actually hits. Who's that? Right wing? You know, I mean, Asmodan's... Asmodan's on their core, so we'll be fine. I'm nervous about getting got here, so I'm just gonna clear the lane. Okay, I like Muradin, just getting up the map. We do have 20, but I think we're waiting on Brightwing.
Another seed is about to sprout, heroes.
I do agree, but... we do have enough of a lead that we can wait for Brightwing. Alright, let's do it, but do it very slowly, because I'm a squishy assassin. And I'm scared.
Collect the seed, and don't fret about the shamblers.
It's really up to my front line. And my front line is going down here. This is a choke, which is good for me. I did miss a pulse there, though. And Asmodan got the core. GG.
Well done.
We got some pretty good dingerinos there. Pretty good dingerinos. Sizzling attacks. My brain might be wrong about this, but I'm always like, I missed out on Q at 13, so maybe Q at 16 isn't as valuable anymore. I just love bob and weave. I think Big Red Button's great when you got a whole team looking out for you, coordinated play style, to make that Odin really shine. But bob and weave gives you range, multiple casts. Odin gets casts too. That's pretty cool. Oh my. I'm glad we won before they got to really enjoy their 20s. That vial infection could have been a bit of an issue. That's I kind of like that, Danny. I like that idea. So you're talking about how bigger they are now is more appealing to you because you could hit them with the big grenade on the other side for 5% total health and get it that way. So you finish your own kills via a grenade build. I think that's a good idea. How much is that? 5% max health? Plus whatever damage the grenade did?